Sharon is a professional engineer, and she's a STEP member. So we are colleagues at STEP. STEP is the Society for Trust and Estate Practitioner. We have a committee in STEP that's the digital XIG, that special interest group XIG. And Sharon is a member with my good self as well. Sharon has founded a company that is called Your Digital Undertaker. And the company provides digital executor consulting and education for its clients with respect to digital assets and estate planning. Sharon's focus is really on the technology management aspects of digital assets. We are going to listen now to Sharon as she gives her opening remarks. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Mercy, and First Fiduciary Limited for hosting today's event. It is wonderful we can connect virtually when we can't in person. Mercy and I met at a Society of Trust and Estate Practitioners Global Digital Asset event back in 2017 in London, UK. Since meeting in person, Mercy and I have leveraged social media platforms like LinkedIn and technology like Zoom that we're using today to remain connected over the past several years. As I've come to know Mercy, her enthusiasm for clients and passion for the subjects like digital assets shines through even on the digital platforms. Now, we know that having a will is important, but it's hard to talk about funeral arrangements, wills, estate planning, and the topic of death. It's an important topic area, we know, but it might be a little easier to introduce the topic by talking about something we use, technology and the internet. I'm a professional engineer and a STEP member, and founded a company called Your Digital Undertaker that provides digital executor consulting and education on estate planning of digital assets. My focus is on the technology management aspects of digital assets. Now, given the pandemic has accelerated our online use and the digital topic, Mercy has asked me to kick off the conference by grounding ourselves in some of the basics. I'll set the context of this digital topic along the basics of what is a digital asset and provide some context to why we should care about our digital lives in legacy planning. This should provide you enough background to our upcoming conference speakers who will delve into the various aspects of this digital asset topic. Now, when dealing with something new or technology, it's always important to ask about definitions and make sure you're on the same definitional page. In terms of a digital asset, I simply say they are our memory, our money, and our records. They're now in digital form or digital format instead of paper, simply an electronic record. The obvious digital assets, your email, social media, your digital photos, your gaming accounts. We no longer have physical albums, for example. They are on one of many social media platforms, they're on the cloud, or they're on the devices itself. The not so obvious digital assets, your loyalty points, your reward points, your gaming tokens, your cloud accounts, your manuscripts, your music, your YouTube channel, your shopping accounts, your online interaction with just about every financial institution, insurance, investment organizations, never mind managing our households. These digital assets have financial and/or sentimental value. We think of crypto assets having financial value, but equally important are items like digital photos, which have tremendous sentimental and emotional value. The term digital assets are often associated with cryptocurrencies, which are digital assets themselves having financial value, but there are many more types, as I've explained above. It is anything we do online, from managing our homes to working remotely, going to school, to connecting online, to our hobbies and our business interests. It might be easier or simpler to call it our digital footprint or our digital lives. We'll be the first generation to transfer our digital lives to our loved ones. We'll also hear the term digital legacy or digital estate referred to handling our digital assets in the estate planning context. A nice conversational definition of digital legacy I've heard from James Norris of the Digital Legacy Association out of the UK, where he defines our digital legacy is what remains of us digitally once we die. When we die, our digital footprint becomes our digital legacy. We've all relied on the internet to navigate the pandemic. Consider how many of us have signed up for more accounts, including Zoom, to access services connected with our doctor, socialize over video conferencing platforms, or perhaps even start new hobbies. And certainly for those working remotely or going to school online. So further, now even our email is implicated in our digital legacy planning because our email holds the digital trail to our entire lives. That in itself affects the role of the executor or fiduciary. We also know them as a trustee, or the legal word fiduciary. Our executor no longer may be able to find that paper trail in our home office because we do things through our email. So we need to consider how to leave important information about our estate to our executor because it could be trapped in these digital accounts. Mercy asked me to share what I've been researching and writing about on the topic of digital assets in estate planning from a technology point of view. My first book, Your Digital Undertaker, Exploring Death in the Digital Age in Canada, is about one's personal digital, those memories, money, and records that are now in digital form within an individual estate planning life cycle. To understand estate planning or legacy planning of digital assets, it's helpful to understand the basics of a will and estate planning because many of the same principles apply. For example, we have now wishes and preferences about our digital lives that need to be addressed. Questions like, do we want our social media accounts to be memorialized or shut down? Which beneficiaries should receive our loyalty or reward points? And what is to be done with our web domains and crypto asset? As convenient as the internet is and how pervasive our digital lives are, it now poses a challenge for our executor, as I shared earlier. The paper trail to our entire lives is all but gone digital. My second book, which was just released in April, is called Digital Executor: Unraveling the New Path for Estate Planning. This book is about digital assets in the context of the digitization of the entire global estate industry. Estate planning in the digital age is changing for you as consumers, for advisors, for the financial industry, for the estate industry, and even for the service providers who provide you with your various digital platforms. Those service providers too will need to contemplate your wishes and address your requirements about your data and information for situations of incapacity and or death of the account holder. We've seen Facebook offer legacy contact, Google offer inactive account manager, and Apple recently announced their digital legacy program. We're also at the doorstep of future legislated electronic wills. Given today, wills are on paper with original signatures. And we've also seen tech entrepreneurs enter the marketplace with solutions to automate, innovate, and transform business processes within the paper-based estate industry. Both of these books are focused on digital assets in estate planning from a technology and a technologist point of view. Because technology is the new player at the global estate planning table. If today's executor is a digital executor, then today's advisor must be a digital advisor because you, as today's client, are already a digital client. So I applaud you as an audience for joining today to explore your digital life now affects your will and legacy plans. With anything new, it's also an opportunity to have a conversation with your family, colleagues, and friends, given we'll be this first generation to transfer our digital lives and digital legacy. Mercy has organized a wonderful lineup of speakers that will take you through the various aspects of this digital asset topic. Thank you, Mercy, for the opportunity to kick off today's event. With that, I'll turn it back to Mercy.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's wonderful from Sharon. So Sharon has helped us to set the tone for this webinar, for this event that we are having, speaking about our digital lives. And as we continuously put our digital footprints, what we should be thinking about with respect to the assets that we are accruing and acquiring as we go along. Sharon has mentioned that we would be the first generation that would be transferring our digital legacy. Proud to now, we haven't had digital assets, digital legacy being transferred. So we will be the very first generation to transfer our digital legacies to our loved ones, to those that we want to benefit from those assets and those legacies. We do now more than ever, we don't have a paper trail. Everything is either online or automated. So